You alright, Terry?
You're right.
Not bad, man. Not bad. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good, good, good. Just so you know, this is being recorded and live streamed. Okay, so
Okay.
I think there's going to be quite a few people in for this one. Just give it a little bit
Okay.
of time for people to pour in. We'll see what happens.
Mhm.
While we're waiting, though, what's your what's your view on the what's the name? Reagan Russell, I think it was.
I don't know much about it.
Yeah, there didn't
I've
seem to
seen a lot of
be.
people on Facebook talking about it.
Yeah, there didn't seem to be that much information available at the moment.
Yeah.
Hey, Ginge. What's up, man? Haven't seen you for a while.
Who's in?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hello.
Y'all doing all right?
I'm good.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Did you did you hear about the incident that we're talking about?
I did not.
Hmm.
Okay, so what
Is it
happened
gone?
was
He's left.
oh yeah, he accidentally hit his
Oh,
video button.
yeah.
You disconnect. So
I think
I hear about that.
you accidentally hit your video button and you flashed up for a second, but
Nah, I never heard about that. It's a bit ironic, though.
yeah, I mean, I guess so, but it seems that what's happened is I think it was in Canada. Am I right on that, Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there were some vegan activists and animal rights activists, whatever you want to refer to them as, protesting outside of a slaughterhouse. And one vegan, a lady, I think quite an elder, well, maybe not elderly, but getting on in years, has been run over by this truck. And of course, the speculation is, well, was it deliberate or was it accidental? So that's what we're going to be discussing for at least the first half of the stream. And this is live, by the way, so just so that you're aware.
Oh. Okay. Well, I kind of sound like a dick now that I said it was ironic.
No, it's fine. Everybody knows. But
Your mic fracking again.
oh, you're shitting me, man. I thought I fixed it.
You do just a few sentences ago. It's just started doing it again, and it stopped again.
Well, this might end up flopping then.
You sound alright now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hello.
Well,
Hi.
hello.
Hello.
Good evening to you.
Good. Well, it's a good afternoon here for me. So,
Evening
Okay.
here.
One of those
yeah.
then.
Right.
Are you telling me how to live my day by saying good? Have a good day. How dare you, sir? Sorry, I'm that one awkward dude at a funeral that tries to make everyone smile.
There's nothing wrong with that. Well, unless somebody tells you to stop, and then yeah, if you keep going, you're
Right,
wrong.
right. I've already made an off-colored death joke on the stream, so you know.
Oh, about Reagan.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Well,
It wasn't a bad one. He just said it's kind of ironic, which It is a fair enough
Yeah.
thing to say, so it's not a problem. But either way, anybody can say whatever they want here. I don't care if my YouTube channel gets taken down. We're here to hash out the issue, and that's what we're gonna do. And fuck what YouTube thinks.
Yeah,
That's
like
the spirit.
me getting your stream shot down,
Yeah, I wouldn't
because
care.
I came in yelling the N word.
Wait, what did you do to get SD's shit taken down? Because we had said a lot of fucked up stuff on you.
When
What,
I had
did you mean take
joined,
it down?
yeah, when I had joined, I started yelling the N word, and I didn't realize he was live, and so his stream got like it's almost like they were listening because his stream got taken down
Oh my god.
during the stream, and it was like right after I said.
Which one, the Foot Soldier versus Sid one?
Wait, the hard R N
Mm,
word or the A N word?
yes. No, well, was it the? I think it was both. I was just yelling it,
Yeah,
and
you
so.
I can't remember. YouTube tells me off all the time. I don't really care. If they shut down my account, I'll just open
Right.
another one. It's fine.
Right, pretty much.
So, about the martyr. So, the terrible murdered victim. What are our views?
Well,
It
I need to
wasn't
know like
murder.
a little bit more. I think I have no idea because I barely know anything. Ah, god damn it!
Obviously, I'm
Not for
You
I'm
did
on
it
vegan
again.
animal rights, so I'm gonna take the woman's side, obviously.
You're really
you guys
ginger.
like.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really ginger. Fucking hell! Why can't I turn my camera off? Fuck.
You can stay on video if you want. It's
Fuck
not a
off.
problem, as long as you're okay with it.
Well, I'm not wearing any pants, and I don't want to drop my phone. So
I'm not gonna say too.
Hey,
Hello.
I don't want to make anybody jealous with my massive cock. So you know.
Of course. We thought that's what it would be.
Hey,
Hey.
How do I turn the fucking?
I think I can just on this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, you did it. Okay.
Fucking hell. What's up, Twisted?
hey, how you doing, Brian? I thought it was you.
I'm doing all right. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, not bad. Long time, eh?
Yeah, been a while. It's kind of messed up that it takes a death for us to be reunited.
yeah, man. What happened?
It takes a death. No, we're talking
Again,
about this.
everybody
this
that's
vegan
watching
thing.
the YouTube stream,
Oh, right.
everybody that's watching the YouTube stream, just because I make jokes about a dead person does not mean that
Oh,
reflects
right,
on other
shit.
people
Okay.
in this
I was
chat.
thinking, someone who died? I was thinking, who the fuck did we miss? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So, Twist, what do you think about it?
This chick who jumped in front, was accidentally run over. I
That
don't
one.
know.
Yeah.
Well, you've got
Twisted,
vegan
you
games.
ran over a turkey today?
I got this one from Vegan Games where she was like, just stood, mind her own business, doing some like righteous protesting. And the truck drove at her and dragged her underneath for blah, 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 right? And then I've got other people saying, oh, no. She was like, the guy just didn't see it. It's a complete accident. I don't know. But Foot Soldier, who's here,
So the
right? Foot Soldier did his
two-
video and he called it murder. And my friend like was
That's
literally
why
livid
I
with it.
didn't watch the video, because it's a stupid title.
Yeah.
We don't know if he did it on purpose or not yet.
Exactly. I'll send you a screenshot. Of
Right,
she
so
just
there's
went,
3 different stories.
Yeah.
I guess that one there was murder, one was an accident, and 2 she committed suicide. Because if you jump in front of a truck, you might as well be committing suicide.
yeah. I mean, she could have just like, I don't know, not heard, or it could have just been like a real accident. Because those trucks, you're high
Right.
up, you can't see shit. It's just so easy.
Right.
I've driven
That's what I
a
was
class
saying
2, and but a class 1 is fucking way worse with visibility.
Oh yeah.
Even with a trailer, you're coming out, if you have to come out and swipe, you can just take cyclists. I think you were saying the other day, Esty, They literally get sucked under the bloody trailer.
Yeah,
It's
most
really very
Arctics over here, they have big stickers on the back saying cyclists do not pass on the left-hand side, because we drive on the left, if that's
Yeah.
confusing to anybody. But it's because the driver is not going to be able to see you when you're about halfway along the trailer. He just can't. He can look in his mirrors
Yeah.
all he wants. He can't see
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
and he's going to pull off. And when he
Scary.
does, it's going to wipe you, and you're going to be a massive splodge of redness
Black.
on the road.
And they don't
Yeah.
even notice because the trucks are so powerful. There's not even a bump sometimes. I've been
No, there's
in
nothing.
a 7.5 tonner, and you go over rabbits and you hear da-dum, da-dum. You do it in a car, and like your car goes up. 7.5 tonner, you hardly even notice little rabbits. And badgers go clunk, clunk. Hedgehogs go. Whew. They just make funny noises. I've heard thousands of fuckers in my time. But a truck like that,
When
there
you
would
look at
be.
that,
You wouldn't even notice. You wouldn't even notice killing
think it's funny.
a dog. What animals getting? I don't know. I think it's the noises I was making. But like
No, not
seriously,
like you,
like
Ginger.
no, I know, but he's laughing at the
Yeah, I
me
was
saying the
laughing at the
noises.
fact that I was laughing at the fact that Twisted said a hedgehog goes shoo.
Oh, right, it's
Well,
all right.
it's really weird, right?
Sorry, sorry,
If you
sorry. I just
if you go
No, you're good. It's fine.
the idea of it, right, is you see a hedgehog, so you try to get it in the middle, right, so it goes under the axles. Fortunately, it creates a negative like downforce in a car, and you look in the rear view mirrors, you do that, and they go flying up in the air, like, well, they can do. It's quite kind of funny, but they do survive. The little balls of spiky things. Yeah, I don't know. Is the honest answer, but I do know that like foot soldiers like 50-50 kicked off, and that's where I was arguing with people last night. Yeah, got turned into a
Guys,
weird fucking piece of shit argument that my friend fell out with me. Then she had a big, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I think 1 o'clock in the morning, she argues with foot soldier, and she was all apologies this morning for me. Okay, that's fine. Women, bloody women, Patty.
so I'm looking at vegan. I'm looking at Vegan Gaines' video, and I'm gonna show you guys these images. This is
Okay.
100% an accident, and these motherfuckers saying that the trucker should have been jailed are fucking stupid. He can't see anywhere behind here like this. So I'm gonna show you.
Hmm.
He's not on. So first of all, Emily was saying that he hit her on a curb, which is a damn lie, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna show
she
you why. I'm
contradicted
posting it.
herself all over the place earlier.
Yeah, it's
Oh, we
go in
recorded
VC
this. Sorry.
text. Right, go in VC text.
Mm.
You're gonna see where the truck has been stopped. Does he look
Mm.
anywhere near the curb to y'all?
yeah, that looks like he tried to swerve away from her and it just fucking lost all. Looks like he lost
Well,
control for a quick
I'm gonna
sec
show
because
you guys one
that
more.
trailer is almost completely off.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna
I've
show
got
you guys one more image.
the images on the screen, right, for the live stream. Not that many people are gonna watch this live, but they might watch it after the fact. It's on the
Right.
screen right now.
Right. So look at the second
Yeah, if
image.
you look at
Click on it and inflate it, make it look bigger. You see the truck right there, right? You see the arrow pointing at the truck. Now, mind you, this picture was taken 2 minutes before it happened, so it happened quick. Right there behind the truck, you see people standing there. Reagan is one of the people standing there. You think that truck driver could see all the way back there?
no, there's no way.
Well,
Well,
I already know he can't.
right. It's not murder. They just
And if
want to
you
use
look at
somebody as an example.
Hmm.
Can I say
and if
the
you
N
look at
word
the
on
first
stream?
picture,
You
if
can, but
you
it might get it taken down quick. But
Alright,
Now,
if
here's
you
the
look
other
at
funny thing. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
if you look at the first picture, not only can you tell that the trailer's almost completely unhinged from the truck, but it literally looks like he tried to avoid the woman by the way that the truck is angled. Like,
Yeah.
so this was
The thing
definitely a
is that
fucking
they put
accident.
wide load, right? They put wide load for a reason, and that when you stop behind a truck, you're supposed to be a car's length away, including a little more, because when you're near those trucks, if a tire happens to get you, it will suck you under. It will take you under. The other thing is, Um, oh, so vegan gains. Well, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, why he can even say that this was murder and imply that everything was okay on the vegan activist side. Because in his video, if you go about a minute and 12 seconds in, no, 7 minutes and 33 seconds, sorry. If you go to 7 minutes in, a truck is pulling into a slaughterhouse and there's a vegan standing right now. This isn't the video for Reagan, and I'm gonna link it and put it there. But there is a vegan man. He stands in front of the truck, literally puts his hand on top of the truck's bumper, and the truck driver stops. And I think Gaines is using it as an argument to say these trucks can stop really fast. But the fact is that he's not even saying anything about the fact that there are vegans who are standing in front of a moving truck with animals on it to stop them. I'm gonna see if I can do this because it'd be really easy. Like this shit is so annoying to me.
What do you
It's
want? Do
really
you want me
annoying how
to
they
do you want me
can.
to play the video? I can do that if you want.
Yeah, hold on.
Like, I don't think I honestly don't think that this semi truck driver just said, you know what, fuck these protesters and vegans. I'm just gonna run a couple of them over. Because if that was the case, a lot more people would be dead.
Right. I mean, this guy probably has a family. He's probably being paid. I don't know how much slaughterhouse workers are being paid, but I bet you they're not being paid as much as like Vegan Gains and Vegan's Foot Soldier is every year. But like these people have families. They don't want to go to jail. They don't, they have no reason, no motive to try to kill a fucking vegan on the road. It's just ridiculous. You don't stand near trucks when they're running. You just don't. And they know
Yeah, you
it. They
especially
know that
don't
they're
walk in the
taking a
fucking
risk.
middle of the road. Like,
Yeah,
do you know how hard it is for a semi truck to actually stop? Like, their
Hmm.
brakes, yes, they're
yeah.
powerful, but it is fucking hard to stop a 30-mile-an-hour semi truck whenever some dumbass walks in the middle of the fucking road. Like, it's pretty fucking hard.
Well, it's not just that, but it's stopping with an animal in your vehicle or attached to
Right.
your vehicle. Yeah, if you guys can, if anybody's interested, look at the vegan gains video, and at 7 minutes and 33 seconds, there's a vegan literally in front of a truck. He puts his hand on it trying to stop a fucking truck, and and for some reason they think that they're in the right, and the poor truck driver needs to be killed. I mean, needs to be.
There was somebody who posted that earlier. It's a different video uh, I reacted to. I'll see if I can bring it up on the screen right now. Hang on.
I didn't mean kill. Needs to be imprisoned
Yeah, yeah,
for
sure.
this dumbass's behavior.
I'm just scrolling back. So everything I'm showing is now visible on the stream, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm in the mood to be fucking edgy. Reagan is a fucking
Whoa.
dumbass, and her actions were hers and hers alone. And any other vegans here who want to try and say, "Oh, Reagan was this sweet little flower child who loved indigenous
Okay,
people,"
I'm out.
and
Sorry.
She doesn't. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play this in the Discord window.
oh, Terry's mad at me. Nah,
I've never
but
seen Terry get mad at anybody before. That's kind of a scary thing.
Terry's never been mad at me before, but today he's just gonna have to be mad at me because I'm like sick of this shit. I'm sick of him doing stuff like this, ruining other fucking people's lives. And then that guy is gonna forever have the fact that he ran over some dumb bitch in the road. Reagan didn't deserve to die, but her actions are hers alone, and she's a dumbass for getting near and in front of that truck. If she got in front of it, she's a dumbass. If she was near it trying to trying to water pigs or whatever, she's a dumbass. They know what risks they take, and then when they finally get their little martyr, they're like, "Oh, that truck driver is a fucking monster and needs to be prosecuted." Like, fuck them.
Right. I'm just saying, like, first off, I respect people that want to protest, but the fact that if this is how it happened, if she walked in the middle of the road, seeing a full-on semi-truck driver coming at you, and it's not stopping as fast as you think it was, the appropriate response is to get the fuck out of the middle of the road. Like, I mean, it doesn't take a scholar from fucking MIT to know that. Shoot, Bob. All right. I just want
Man,
Terry to
now I
know
feel
that I
like I
love him,
need
though.
to. Yeah, now I feel like I need to say something to Terry and say I'm sorry or something. I feel bad now.
I kind of think he was joking in what he said earlier. He sometimes dips out.
Just make him some vegan mac and cheese. He'll be fine.
So,
So,
I mean,
yeah, you go.
sorry, I was gonna say, so do we have some like facts now? I mean, or are we still just sort of like working from the idea that like vegan gamer said this, someone else said this? I'm just wondering what sort of facts we have, because I
Well,
don't know.
this whole
I've just
thing,
stayed out of it.
like the reason that we're having a conversation about this in the first, well, it would have come up anyway, but the main reason we're doing it now is because what Emily said earlier. Because that's just some really annoying bullshit, and she got
Right.
she got absolutely dissected by myself and Brandon, who's in the VC right now. She came in and declared that the truck driver is a murderer and he needs to go to prison, like for how did she word it? An OMG amount of time, and it's like, well, you don't even know what the fuck happened. And she claims that she
Right.
used to drive trucks, right? Which I don't believe for a fucking moment right now. Maybe she did. At the moment, I don't believe, because she doesn't seem to know what the hell she was talking
Right.
about braking distances and all this, and like somebody, oh yeah, she was. The next thing she said was, oh no,
Break up
she got
terribly,
pulled under
mate.
the trailer.
Well, first
It's
off,
like, well, which one is it?
This is all.
the one thing that you have
So,
to take into consideration was what was the traffic light at? Was it green? Was it yellow? Was it red? Because that would, if this was on purpose, right? It would make sense if like the guy just saw a yellow light and said "fuck you," I'm not slowing down. But I don't think that's the case.
No, no,
So
this
even
is really
so, say
low
it's a green
speed.
light,
This is super
right?
low
And
speed.
it's still low speed, but it's still hard as fuck for that truck to just stop on a dime. That's why, like, if you ever watch a semi, like my grandfather actually drove semi trucks for a very long time. But if you ever watch a semi truck on the road, even whenever it's green and they're approaching that stoplight, they slow the fuck down in case it turns red or yellow or red, because it is harder for them to just stop as it is for a normal car, because they have, especially one with a fucking trailer on it, because you have to take into consideration there's extra weight on that truck.
Yeah, I know. I drive truck, but the like the thing is the truck stopped at traffic lights, right? And all it needed to do was turn right into the gates of this slaughterhouse. And, well, animal rights activists, whatever, protesting. That's all so far. The gates closed, so the truck could. What are you working, miles an hour or kilometers an hour?
Miles.
Okay, so it wouldn't have been going more than about 5 miles per hour, I would estimate, at that point. Right, so
Right.
this isn't a braking distance thing, this is a visibility thing.
Right.
But let's, we've got a few people in, let's see what people think. Who's able to voice their opinion? Artemis, I see you're in the chat. You have any views on this? Can you mic? If you can't, just say I can't mic in the VC text or something. I guess he can't.
He's
Mm.
typing in general. He just said, "Thanks, man. I can't talk right now, but
Oh,
invite
he's up there.
listening
Oh, yeah,
to you."
sorry, I saw a ping. Yeah, no problem. Brandon, I know what your views are shortly, because I think you and I agree. Noah,
Yeah.
you want to mic up or no? Noah's
really, I,
typing. Maybe he can't talk.
I really don't
Ramen.
understand why Emily had to run just like all the other vegans um, in the chats and stuff. Like that guy's a murderer and he's a monster.
Because
And it's
they've
like,
probably got
wow,
their own servers where they hype it up and they're like, "Oh my gosh,
Well,
murderers, blah blah blah,"
I
and then
think it
they
comes
go and
from.
tell everyone in other servers about
I think if
yeah,
you took Vegan Gains' video at face fact or face value facts, then you would definitely come away with that impression. Would that
right.
be fair? If
Well,
all
was
you'd
Vegan
seen was
Gains
that video
there?
and you trusted it, yeah.
Was he
Well,
there?
that's all I
Well, no,
saw,
that's
and
the
I didn't think
yeah,
that.
that's what I mean, right? But if you without any other facts and you just trusted what he said, that's
Right,
definitely the impression I get that he was giving out. I don't.
right.
I have no
Yeah,
horse in
just
the
don't
race. So,
trust them then.
Well, I
well, I
mean,
mean,
he
he's
wasn't there,
I'm
right?
banned, so I can't. What's that? Sorry.
He wasn't there, right?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't even know where he's getting his information from. All I saw was
Right.
like
Okay.
little
So then
bits and
he needs
bobs.
to
I had on
shut his
Facebook.
he needs to shut
Yeah,
his big ass nugget fucking mouth. That's what he
I
needs to do.
think I think what they need to do is just wait for
Right.
information rather than just sort of like speculating. But I
Right.
think
I
Exactly.
it's the
agree with
huge
Twisted.
it's just the sort of thing they do in on YouTube though. Get a bit of information, spin it your way to your people, and then just throw it out, right? And then someone else does a video, someone else does a video, and it just becomes repeated, and
Get
then it becomes a
views.
fact. Then all the people in the
Mm.
comment section just aren't critical thinkers and just follow it. This is why people like reasonable vegans like me sort of have problems with the people we like to listen to, saying things like that, and then we call them out on it. Then we get to big arguments. But yeah,
Sorry, but you're not vegan, Twisted, because you would
apparently
rather
not.
reduce suffering in certain
Yeah,
circumstances.
I'm a welfarist apparently. Um, I don't really care. I'll just drop the name and call myself something else. To be honest, you don't find a lot of the people I associate with on YouTube at the moment calling themselves vegan anymore. They don't use the term.
I wonder why.
Vegan Gaines'
Right?
head looks like a one of those Easter peanut butter chocolate bunnies.
What was it that AIU called him? A miserably retarded forehead monster.
Forehead monster. Terry, I'm sorry. I'm
Oh yeah.
sorry, Terry.
Why
I
should
don't
she
think
I,
be
Terry.
sorry?
I don't think Terry
I got
actually
it,
took
G.
offence to that. Did
I was a bit upset the way Patty. It sounded like she was saying, oh yeah, she's not so innocent and yada yada yada." And I'm just like, oh, that's it.
Well,
Well, I
that's
mean,
because
so
it's true.
No, oh fuck off.
wait,
he?
oh,
He's
damn
gone
it.
again.
I
See,
was gonna
I
say,
thought that he was like about her name because her first name is the same as his second name.
yeah, no,
That's what
I
I
was
thought he
gonna,
was doing, but not.
yeah, I was
No,
gonna
it's because
say,
he's like heard the general vegan story and like how everybody's against him and calling him a murderer, and he's like, yeah, he's a murderer. I can't believe you're trying to defend him and calling her bad. But it's not justified, so you have no need to apologize. It's just Terry being Terry.
well, what I'm saying is like she didn't deserve any of it, but I'm like really irritated with these people who are doing things like she was this wonderful bright light in our life, and she was murdered by this cold innocent carnist, and they're using stuff like that. They're saying things like he was this carnist, like they don't even know if the dude might have been like vegetarian. It would
they
be
just say
weird, but
that
like
so that they
shit,
can
they
try
don't
and make
know.
people who eat
Right.
meat seem bad to push their
Right.
doctrine because that's all they
Right.
care
Yeah,
It's
about.
just
about
because
their
we eat meat,
right.
we want to murder everything.
Exactly, that's what they're trying to push
Right.
You know,
onto
I mean, that's
people.
my goal anyway. Like,
But
you know,
isn't
I
that what we
love meat,
want?
so I'll kill anything and eat it.
It
It,
just
I mean, like,
irritates me the way that
legitly
they're
though,
yeah.
the problem is that one, it's kind of like somebody who listens to Fox News or CNN and they don't hear the whole story. They run with it and then they spread it, and then that shit goes around. And then you have two separate sides of the stories that don't make any fucking sense. And then people are coming after other people because of what they believe. It's just a big old ball of poop. And that's all it is right now because nobody actually knows what happened. Nobody can actually give a definitive answer, you know? So, like, to say that the truck driver purposely murdered this woman is kind of ridiculous because because the what I've seen, it doesn't look like this. If this man wanted to murder her on purpose, he would have never fucking stopped. He would have just went full on full speed and then just made her a mist in the wind, and that's what would have happened. But it doesn't seem to be that way.
Yeah. Well, Artemis wants us to read something. He said, "Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Could someone read this in the VC?" So, Emily was upset because she thinks the rest of the server, the non-vegans here at least, are being cold-hearted and not
I,
caring about
I
the
know why
woman's.
she got upset. Actually, if you want me to answer it,
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna finish
let
with
the quote
Artemis.
finish. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Oh, and the woman's activism, watering the pigs, and her life being taken. I agree with you guys that Emily's statement calling the driver a murderer is premature. They haven't found evidence that it was intentional, as far as I know.
So she got upset because SD said that she was a stupid bitch or something, and she was like, "You can't say that. That's so disrespectful because she's dead."
Yes,
And
I
I said,
can. She
"Well,
was
why
a
does
stupid
that
bitch.
matter?" Because exactly, like if people talk badly of Hitler all the time, like just because you're dead doesn't like justify you doing stupid shit. And I will say that you did stupid shit while you're alive if you did.
Testify, brother.
And I'm
Testify.
sure that she does not have a problem with me saying bad things about Hitler. Like, so she's just inconsistent and she's upset about stuff. Like, it's just
Yeah,
retardation.
she wasn't really able to support anything that she was saying, and we were undermining everything that she did actually say. So I mean,
I don't
it's
have
her
I
problem
don't
if she's butt hit.
Right. I don't have a single problem with Emily saying that she thinks we're being callous about her death. Like I totally get it. And there's sometimes where I don't say certain things. Like I'm not gonna say something. Well, I did. I said that Reagan was being a dumbass, but she was. In my opinion, she was at the time being a dumbass. What I
Of course,
really don't like, right? What I really don't like is people taking Reagan's situation and number one using it for their personal vegan activism. So saying things like this is the result of us just trying to fight for the animals. Some carnist killed us because he hates us vegans. And they don't know anything about the guy. Them calling him a murderer or a monster. They don't know anything about the guy. They don't know if he has a family. They don't know if he has, if he couldn't see her back there at the time. They don't know any of that. But they're busy like just like Emily did. It's like why can't we call Reagan a dumbass, but Emily can sit there and call the guy that she doesn't even fucking know a monster and a killer or murderer or whatever. Like, why does she get a fucking pass?
she
Or why is
doesn't.
she trying to make a pass? Right? Why is she trying to make her have a pass?
Right, and the thing is, like, you know, if you're gonna protest near the fucking street, do it on the sidewalk, not in the street. I mean, who's to say, even if it wasn't the truck that hit her, it could have been another car that didn't see her in time and it just ran her over. Is that still gonna be, oh, that's murder, you carnist asshole? Like, first off, just because I'm a fucking meat eater doesn't mean I hate vegans. I just think some of them are pompous assholes that need to pull their head out
And
of their
some of them
ass and breathe
are.
real air.
Some of them are just like there are meat eaters who are pompous assholes.
Oh,
I
I
mean, like
agree.
just
Like
being
every
vegan. I know, like it's just being vegan does not make you a better person. To be honest with you.
dude, there's pompous assholes on every side of everything. Like religion, your dietary choices, politics, anything. Like, I mean, fuck sakes, dude. Like, to come out and say, "Oh yeah, this man is a carnist and he purposely murdered a fucking vegan," is just that's like the IQ of a fucking kindergartner level right there. It's just like, yeah, fuck sakes, bro. I don't know. I'm a little high right now, and I apologize if I'm
Well,
not
it's
making any
either
sense. But
low
this is just
IQ or
fucking
they're being
stupid.
dishonest because they want to push their doctrine. Like I said, most of them
You know what?
some of them
Like,
probably are just stupid and follow it, but the ones who
it,
first started pushing it are just being dishonest.
You know what like really pisses me off though is that there were some vegans talking about how she was so pro people of color and indigenous people, and on her Facebook post she has a post trying to keep people from killing seals, which is one of the ways that indigenous people up north eat. I'm like, okay, it's just white vegans being white vegans again, I guess.
fucking white vegans, man.
I'll be honest
I'm
with
just
you,
kidding.
white vegans are some of the worst.
I'm not gonna comment on that. Like, I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh, it has, and it has, well, some of it does have to do with, it's hard to explain without sounding like an asshole, I guess.
I'm glad I'm not a white vegan then.
No, you're a ginger vegan. You're just a vegan with no
Oh fuck
soul.
no,
I'm
I am not vegan, my friend.
I know,
Fuck being a
I'm
vegan.
kidding.
Ugh.
I'm kidding. If you were a
I'm
vegan, you'd be a
vegan.
ginger. No, you're not, Brandon.
Yes, I am.
Why?
What? What do you mean?
What
Why? 'Cause
qualifies you as a vegan?
wait, what definition of vegan are you using?
I was just
Do
about
you
to
eat
Like,
say.
ass?
I'm
Do
not
you-
eating any like animal products right now. My diet is not involving any of them. I mean, when I have my next meal, I probably will, but I haven't decided on that
He's
yet.
temporary vegan.
Okay,
He's a temporary vegan.
Brandon, while you sit there, do you think that it's okay to eat animal products?
Um,
Don't lie to me, Brandon. I know when you lie
Wait,
to
Brandon, how long
I
have you been vegan?
2 hours.
about half an hour.
Well, I'm more vegan than you. I've been vegan for at least the last hour.
Hey guys, I'm.
Well, when I
This is
wake up,
the.
I would have been vegan for a relatively long amount of time.
Technically, I've been vegan for about 2 to 3 hours, but I don't know if cooking udon noodles in butter counts.
I just drank some milk,
Oh my
so
god,
I'm
you rape
freshly vegan.
cows.
I did.
I rape
raped
cows. I just don't. I
You
don't do it
torture
for the
them
milk.
and stab them in the
I-
udder to get
Yes.
the milk out.
I
It's
did.
fine
I
as long as you
disgusting.
don't drink
No,
the
I
milk.
just suck on the. I just suck on the nipple. You know, if I want some fresh milk, I'm gonna suck that nipple.
I'll just rape them and then leave the milk. Like it can just be absorbed into the ground because then I'm still vegan.
And you do that for your own personal entertainment.
Yeah.
You're a disgusting human being.
Well, how can I be a disgusting human being when I am vegan?
Oh fuck!
Did you forget that I said that? I'll say it again. I'm
Oh my
vegan,
God.
everyone. Just clarifying.
Wait, you what?
That means I'm a good person. I'm morally superior to you. Vegan.
Oh,
So I can be
vegan.
a
No,
bad
wait, I
person.
forgot. What was it?
Vegan.
Oh,
I'm vegan.
Vegan.
Yeah.
Right. I'll try to remember that.
Like, I feel like anytime you type in vegan into Google, it said, "Did you mean virgin?"
I've missed this guy.
Have you guys seen the dating and relationships tab in Ask Yourself server?
No,
I don't want to. That sounds horrible.
not in that
It's
shithole.
fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yo, do you want to know why I left Ask Yourself, to be 100% honest?
Why?
Because somebody told me that it's not like I was listening in on a conversation that was extremely retarded to begin with, but then somebody brought up the fact that swallowing cum isn't vegan. I'm like, what?
Don't you mean
did they
the fact?
agree?
Isn't that what you mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
I thought so. Only certain people are gonna get the joke.
Jesus
got
fucking
it.
Christ. So guys, I've been vegan for 10 minutes now. So
Hey,
I'm
Steve, fix
automatically
your
better than
boomer
everyone.
mic.
Oh, what? Am I breaking up
Hey,
again? I shouldn't be.
hey, man. Hey, Patty, don't be
You are
coming
just
at
a
my
little
boy like
early.
that, all right? Because I don't want to have to fight you.
You can kill
I've
her, just
taken
don't
I've
eat
taken
her
karate.
afterwards. And then you're still vegan.
I
It's
know
alright.
karate.
So I can kill her, I just can't eat her.
Yes.
That's correct.
You
Wait,
also
so
can't use any of her
if I
body.
perform cunnilingus on a woman, does that mean I'm no longer vegan?
Yes.
Basically, it's like eating a Subway sandwich. And do you not put meat on a Subway sandwich? I don't think so. So it's not vegan.
Well, I mean, like, I guess
You're also
vegans
not
can't.
allowed
I guess
to fast if you're a vegan, because if you
I
fast, then you're eating human flesh.
so I
Yeah.
guess vegans can't accept or give blowjobs. Their lives must suck.
No, no, that's like eating a hot dog. And as you know, hot dogs are not vegan.
I've seen a vegan hot dog
Mm.
before, and it looks like a fucking deformed dick.
It probably looks like it has like STDs on it. Probably what a vegan hot dog
It looks like it has
Mm.
jaundice. Okay, it looks like it has jaundice.
Well, wait.
It looks like
Let's
SpongeBob's penis.
let's bring it back on topic, because I know we're having fun and that's all fine. It's good, but we got at least one, two. There's at least two vegans no, three vegans in the chat right now. So maybe it's time to ask them what they think about this truck incident. So one of those would be 0G12, another one would be perpetually annoyed, and of course we've also got Twisted.
Twisted is not vegan.
Thank you for always pointing that out, Brandon.
Right.
Yeah. What was the topic again? The woman who got crushed.
Yeah, I mean, like, genuine opinions. I know we've been dicking around a bit, but like, what do you
Yeah.
think so far?
From what I've heard, all I've got is Vegan Gains video and like conflicting reports. I mean, if Vegan Gains video is like even 80% true, it sounds very odd that she would have just stood there and the guy would have driven at her. If it is the case that that's the fact of the matter, that's just insane, and it doesn't matter about anything else. That's just a murder. But I don't know the validity of it. Obviously, I don't trust Richard because he's biased,
Because
and
he's
I'm banned from his channel.
lying bullshitter. Yes, that's a good reason not to
I
trust
would,
him.
well, I can't possibly say that.
I can.
I
He's a
would say
lying
that
bullshitter.
I'd say he's definitely biased, and I don't have good standing with him. He's said a load of things I don't agree with, and I can't operate on his channel anymore. Yeah, I
You
don't
know whose
know.
opinion I
Basically,
want on this right now? I want to get Hack on and Porco's opinion on this.
That's going to be difficult because both those people are banned. So.
No, I know. I just wanted to make a quick joke. Their answer would
Why
probably be
would
like,
you
"Well,
want their
God wanted
opinion
her to
on
die.
anything?
God wanted her to die.
God put that woman in the middle of the road and made that semi truck driver run her over.
That almost sounds like
Glory
a
to
Batman
Jeebus.
take.
Could you imagine him being a lawyer, like defending some serial killer who rapes children? God made
So
him do
what
it.
you're saying,
Did you mean
right?
Porco?
So at
Yeah,
9:08
Hardcore
a.m.,
Porco being a
God
lawyer.
told you to kill these kids.
Oh, of course. God told me to run him over because God is always right. Just
He didn't
like it's
even
okay
ask. He
for
just
Catholic
made me do
priests
it.
to fuck little boys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you heard him. God told him to kill these kids at 9:08 a.m. and therefore, if the God fits, you must acquit.
This has turned into much more fun than I was anticipating. I thought it would all be super serious, but now everybody's just kind of fucking around, which is kind of fun.
Right, I'm sorry. As
No,
the
it's
news
fine.
host,
You're
I'll
good.
be the
Like,
first to
sad.
apologize, man. It's my fault.
No,
I
you
kind
No,
of
I'm
started
just
this
like-
off in a bad light.
Like, are we
Stupid
supposed to be
meat
sad
eater.
about
You're supposed
like
to be very
this
sad
woman.
because a vegan woman was murdered by a carnist,
Yeah,
and
well, you know
vegans are
what?
morally superior. So
Well,
this
you know
is a
what?
very
When
serious issue,
hunters get killed, when hunters get gored
and
and
that is
maimed, and when fishers get
justice.
hurt and killed, yeah, that to a lot of vegans out there, that shit's just a few days ago. Like Avi and them we're talking with each other about um a what philosophical reason to end up killing hunters at some point, and the only reason why they wouldn't do it is because it's not viable or some shit like that. So why the fuck should I care? Or be not care but be sad that this woman decided to do something stupid and got herself killed, and all of them are crying about it. But just a few days ago, they were laughing and going over philosophically sound reasons to kill fucking hunters, which would be like me and my family. I mean, fuck them and their
So
feelings
it's
anyway.
death is
Fuck him in the
only
butt.
sad when it's not a vegan.
Fuck them in the butt. But
Well, right. Like the thing is, I was in there a couple different times when people like found out that I'm a hunter and like, oh, you deserve to die a horrible death. I'm like, motherfucker, suck my dick.
yeah,
Go fuck
yeah.
an
Well,
animal if that's how much they mean to you. You fucking bitch made motherfucker.
yeah, like Star, whatever her name is, Star said that she hopes I get dysentery, some stupid shit like that. Okay, like and they didn't
She
ban her for
she
that
told you to
shit. Like
get
you,
dysentery.
yeah.
Jesus fuck.
Like okay, shoot. So why am I supposed to like why am I supposed to feel sad again when they say stupid shit like that? Like okay.
Well, I mean, I'll put it this way, and I don't want to sound like I'm fucking for the vegans that are assholes, but like all deaths are kind of sad. But like, if you let me put it this way, we're all standing in the fucking road, and we're all protesting about fucking gingers have souls or some dumb shit, right? And I am in the middle of
They
the
don't.
goddamn road, and a truck is coming my way. I'm gonna be like, all right, fuck this shit. Y'all can protest. I'm getting out of here. Like, y'all could die if you want to, but fuck this. That's just
Well,
me.
even Gaines' video, like his video has multiple videos of vegans standing in the road while the truck drivers are turning into the lot. And the truck driver, he's expecting them to move because it's a freaking truck. And he is slowing down. He puts on the brakes. They're standing in the way. They shouldn't, first of all, they shouldn't be allowed to do that. I don't give a fuck, like, you know, I get it and I support your First Amendment right to protest. What I don't support is if your protest disables others from travel, which is violating their rights. And if you violate my fucking right to get to my job, but don't.
Yeah, there's
That's
such
all
a
right.
thing as
I'm
peaceful
gonna break out the
protests.
baseball bat.
This is completely besides the point, but Effie just threatened to ban me, which is what I
Who?
found really
Oh
funny.
no.
Effie. It's because I kept picking the vegan role in his server.
Why don't you tell him to come in here and debate while there's a VC and a live
Who is
stream on
FE?
Ethy? You know Ethy.
Yeah,
Oh,
tell him to
Ethy,
come and
Ethy.
debate me. Yeah, tell him to come debate me. I'll shoot a load of ginger cum on his face.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, someone asked Ethy to come in here.
Yeah,
I
because
just
he's,
did.
he's always talking about debating people, and he never does it. So it's going on now. He's more than welcome
We'll
to come
give
in if
him
he
that
wants to.
master debate. I'm in the mood to make someone cry today. That's okay. Let's do it.
Doesn't usually take that much with vegans, but let's see.
I sneezed.
Oh, that was cute.
Bless you.
No, it wasn't.
Hey,
Thank
SD
you.
man,
Yo.
how long have you been vegan?
Oh, at least an hour and a half.
All right, see, you're already on the road to recovery, bro.
Wait,
I've been
are you
for
wearing
5
any?
minutes.
Hold on, guys. Are you wearing any animal products right now?
No, I'm butt
Do
ass
you have
naked.
any in your home? Oh, okay, you're good. What about you, SD?
I don't think I'm wearing any, no.
So
Fix
no
your
leather or
mind.
anything?
Leather
I
right now.
got a pair of underwear made from dog skin.
Is
Does
there
that count?
any?
Why
in
don't we
your
all just
home
get
that-
naked to make sure that we're all doing the same thing that Ginger Jesus is doing? Let's all strip
Ha
off.
ha ha. Nice try,
Yeah,
buddy.
I don't
Oh,
need to
come
because
on.
I'm already naked.
Ah.
I have
Whip out your
animal body
titties and
parts in
your
my living
penises if
room.
you got them.
You have animal body parts in your what?
My living room.
Oh, living room, rather.
That's
I
hot.
thought maybe you said
That's
something.
really hot.
Wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Am I allowed to have my own animal body parts? Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to like burn
I
myself.
mean, I can see my dog's
You
balls.
are
Does that count?
free. You are free to purchase one of my animal body parts that are in my living room.
No, but
on my
I am
Etsy
made
store.
of animal
Doesn't that
body
count as
parts,
prostitution?
which means I have animal
No.
body parts in my house, and
Oh,
that is
maybe it's the way that I
unacceptable.
said it.
I think I
It
need to
sounded
just
funny.
cremate myself alive so that I can be
Hey,
vegan.
I can see my dog's balls. Does that count?
Nice.
Um,
You should put peanut
yeah.
butter on your dog's balls and lick it off, rather than the other way
Oh
around.
no, I'm not
Disgusting.
vegan, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not vegan.
I guess this is a few of you like your first time meeting ginger teasers.
No, I've met.
It's a very it's an honor to meet me. You know,
It is. It definitely is.
not really. I'm a piece of shit. Don't take my confidence as actual.
Huh. Weird how Effie kind of disappeared after Brandon asked from the
Yeah,
debate.
in a jest.
I've actually pissed Terry off a couple of times. He just never said
I
anything.
have many
I
times.
honestly feel bad for pissing Terry off. I don't like the idea
Don't.
of Terry
It's
being
just
mad at me.
he's brainwashed, so he's gonna get upset if anybody says anything against it. It doesn't matter how you word it. He just thinks that you're a bad person for having views different to him and expressing them.
All
I don't
those
like the
who
idea of
disagree
Terry.
shall be tied up with piano fire.
He literally
I don't
left
like
the
the idea
server
of
when I got
Terry.
modded.
Nah.
He'll get over it. Don't worry.
I like how Bogan his conclusion is like spot on. A senile woman stood in front of a roadway and was hit. It's like, well, Bogan didn't even watch the video. And
Yeah.
he's like spot on.
I like Bogan. I give him a lot of shit because
Same.
I'm just fucking jealous of his lifestyle, but that's the only reason I give him shit.
What does he do with the shit? Does he eat it?
He's a
Because that would make him
firearm
not
dealer.
vegan anymore.
Brandon.
Technically, no. Technically, you can't be a vegan and a firearm dealer.
Yo, I like this person's name, Protective LSD. That's pretty dope.
Protective.
Yeah,
I don't know. They
left.
joined. Oh, they left. That's fine. So what was the point in joining? If they were looking for VC, well, there's VC. If they were looking for text, there's text. Like, why join and then leave? It's just fucking dumb.
I don't know.
Well, because they found out none of
Retaliation.
us are actually vegan, and they didn't want to taste our spunk.
Thing is, there was quite a few vegans in the call earlier, and now there are. Let me see. Two. One of them can't speak, and one of them is sort of vegan. So.
Was that me?
All right,
I'm
so
100%
I want
vegan.
to make a quick disclaimer for SD's YouTube sake. None of us in here, I don't, and none of us speak for SD on the matter. We're just all cunts, and we like to make fun of people. So, viewer discretion is advised.
Don't worry about my YouTube. Doesn't matter. If they take it down, I'll just start another one. It's fine.
It's
Yo,
impossible to be a cunt if you're vegan.
Yo, SD, at some point, man, you and I need to get together, and I should fucking make a disclaimer for your YouTube channel. This program contains extreme amounts of autism, vulgar language, and assholes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Extreme amounts of butthurt. Yeah.
At one point before I deleted my YouTube channel, I was actually going to record a video saying, "Hello, this is my YouTube channel. I would like to make a warning that if you watch this YouTube channel and you develop any brain aneurysms, autism, or the feeling that you want to bash your head into a wall, that is not my problem. Viewer discretion is advised."
It's true enough. I mean, if people don't like what I post, they don't have to fucking watch it. They can always just leave me a thumbs down. the ratings and comments are open for anybody at any time, and I don't censor anybody. So
They can also lick my nutsack if they don't like it.
that is
Get a real
optional.
salty.
I'll remember to put that in the description.
If you don't like my content, lick Ginger Jesus' nutsack.
You know what? I'm just about crazy enough to put that in there.
Oh my gosh, I love Carlbot now.
Yeah,
I
thought
found
you
that
might.
command and I've been having fun with it.
Look in general chat.
I see it is on the screen.
ST had a boomer mic. Buy a new mic, cheapskate.
I've got one on order, man. It just hasn't fucking arrived yet. I keep saying it's coronavirus. What's the matter with you?
Booty holes are for in or for out, not in.
So, do we want to move it on to the topic of freedom of speech?
Sure.
Here's my take on freedom of speech. It should be like, unless you're advocating to fucking children or raping somebody, say what you want.
Colorful examples.
Like, I actually just got unbanned from fucking Twitter today because I put out Donald Trump is a retarded Cheeto that should probably be taken out of office. And then Twitter is just like, hey, you can't say that about the president. Fuck you. I'm like, all right, well, fuck me, I guess.
I'm Sid. The fuck is going on?
I'm Sid. You're not Sid.
No, I am Sid. You are boss.
I'm vegan.
Fuck you.
Who the fuck was that? Right, we're going to talk about freedom of speech. So, let's go ahead. Opinions. Freedom of speech, yes, or freedom of speech, no?
Yes.
Freedom of
I don't
speech
think you should be able
is
to say
not
anything.
free.
We shouldn't have this conversation right now.
Words should be banned.
Correct.
No, we have to realize that freedom and freedom of speech both are not fucking free. There's a
Oh, God,
price
here
to
we go
pay
again.
for. Yes, that is what I do. I make sermons. I'm Sid.
That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about if it's free or not. Just you want the freedom of speech.
Yeah, freedom of expression might be a better way to put it.
Hey,
If you
SD.
pay for something, no. If you pay for something, you get it. There's nobody who can do a goddamn thing about it.
Hey, SD.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using my freedom of speech to tell you that you can lick my asshole.
Well, that is free speech.
It is.
Yep. I'm a free speech absolutist, pretty much.
Wait a
as long
minute.
as-
How are you spelling that? Free is in the number,
No.
or like free, like free speech from something?
FREESPEECH.
Yeah, that
SPEECH,
could mean
spells
like
free. Credit report.
buy one get
.com,
one free.
baby.
It could have that
Wait,
sort of
two
meaning.
people are what? Wait, what?
You know, buy one get one free. Like that sort of free, or what sort of free do you mean?
Brandon, you can buy a punch and get another punch for free. How about that?
How much do they
Ooh.
cost?
Nothing. Just keep talking. Go away.
Hit me harder, mommy.
No, but I refer to myself as a free speech absolutist.
Who the fuck said hitting me harder, mommy?
Ginger?
That was Ginger Jesus.
Ginger, you do realize that she's a farmer. If she will hit you, I can guarantee you that you wouldn't ask for the second one.
Oh, yes, I would. I'm a fucking sadomasochist. Pain is my pleasure.
Oh, you don't realize
Male
the hand.
sub, get out of here.
No,
Gay.
you don't realize the power of a farmer's hand. They are worse than fucking rocks.
Yeah, that means he likes it more because he's a faggot.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Hit me harder.
That's another
Tell me
word
I'm a
that'll
bad
get this
boy.
stream taken down, but
I'm sorry. I forgot.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Step on my face and call me a dirty boy.
Male subs deserve to get a death penalty.
Right, we have Mr. Batman has just joined the chat, so I did ask him to come in to share his views, because this isn't a topic that he usually discusses, but I just wanted to get his views on it. Mr. Batman, welcome.
Thank you very much. Let me change my settings real quick so I can go to hands-free. I'm kind of multitasking. I do apologize. One moment.
No problem at all. Take
What
your
up,
time.
Mr. B?
There we go. That should be better. So what was the subject matter?
Well, the original subject that we were discussing was the animal rights activist that was run over and killed by a truck transporting cattle to a slaughterhouse. We've moved on to freedom of speech, but it doesn't matter which one of those you prefer. You can pick either.
Okay, well, on the vegan person who was run over by the truck, let me ask you a question about that. Was this some type of protester, and was the truck stopped, or what was the scenario around that? I mean, you can be run over accidentally, or was the driver intending to do it?
We don't really know.
The answer to your first question is yes, they were animal rights activists, stroke vegans, whatever you want to call them. As for whether it was deliberate or not, we're unclear at this moment. But what is clear is that the activist who was killed was messing around in front of a very, very big truck.
Sounds to me like he took his life in his own hands. I don't think unless the driver, whatever the person's gender is, that person, regardless, if they took their life in their own hands by stepping out in front of a big truck, I'm sorry, that's on them, not on the driver.
I agree.
I like this guy, SD.
Oh, I hope that continues, sir. Most people don't hold that position for very long.
Have you never met Mr. Batman
Look,
before?
man,
He comes in sometimes.
Mr. Batman, you gotta learn one thing about me, mama dude. I'm a ginger. I am the agent of chaos and destruction. I don't think you could ever make me not like him.
Oh, well, let's see if we can just put that to the test, shall we?
Okay.
Go right ahead.
I'm just kidding, sir.
No, you can if you want.
I'm not near as a dick, and I'm not near as much of a dick as I used to be.
I agree. That's fine. Yeah, you do seem. But yeah, we can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. But I just as a reminder, I'm not going to say this every time somebody joins, but this is live right now, so just so you know, it will be on the record. That's
okay. I'm happy with that. I like being on the record because I don't ever say anything that's not true.
Well, fair enough.
So you were also talking about.
This is going to be a beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Very much so. You were also talking about freedom of speech. These imply rights, that we have rights as individuals. Where do rights come from?
Well, when you don't take a left, you have to take a right.
You know what? I think I'm really going to like you. You're kind of like me, just a little goofy.
That was a spot on fucking dude. Nice. That was a good one.
Thank you, sir. I actually am a elementary school teacher. I'm a substitute teacher. I can teach every grade level, including special needs students, but I love teaching the elementary side of it, mainly because that's the way my mind thinks. I'm a very elementary person, and I ask very elementary questions that most adults just don't see because they're looking over the situation rather than at the foundation of it.
I just ask elementary questions because I'm retarded.
Just a quick one for Mr. Batman, and it's not anything about like this conversation, but it's the first time I've had an opportunity to speak to him since it happened. Mr. Batman, how did you feel your debate with Aaron Ra went?
I loved it, sir.
Because I watched it.
I had so much.
I even posted it in the archive for this server. didn't happen in
Oh
this
no,
because
you
I thought it was
debated
funny.
Aaron wrong.
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
You
and Mr.
debated
SD, your
wrong.
microphone's cracking up just a little bit.
I'm sorry
But
about
yes,
that.
that's all right. Yes, I did debate Mr. Arnold, and I got to tell you, I was a little bit nervous when I was getting ready to do that because, hey, man, he's been around for a long time. He's a world famous atheist. He's got 250,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, and I thought, oh man, what have I got myself into? But you know, it's the good news of the gospel, and I'm now an ambassador to the Creator of the universe. So, hey, what have I got to worry about? So I go in with that attitude. Hey, I'm just going to ask him some questions, and he
Wait,
made
so you are
claims.
Christian?
Oh yes, sir. I'm the most dangerous kind of Christian you'll ever run across. I'm the kind of Christian that actually does what the Bible says to do.
Oh shit. You're gonna probably
Yes,
fucking
sir.
kill me.
No, sir, I won't kill you. I won't do that. I might
You'll just make me
compel you to
wish for
come into
death.
the house of the. I might compel you to come into the house of God, and that might also include a headlock. But hey, that's okay. I won't kill you.
I like this man. Where have you been for like the last 6 months?
Well, let's see here. Right here on Discord. And
He's
back
been
and forth
he's
to
been in
different
and out a
circuits.
couple of times, but that's not a
All
problem.
right, so I guess my question to you, Mr. Batman, is: do you know a man by the name of Jesus as Lord?
Oh, absolutely, sir. I also know him by his other names, like Yehoshua, Yeshua, Yahweh, Yahuwah. I know
Dumbass.
God personally.
Oh no. The YouTuber Jesus is Lord, not that actually Jesus.
Oh. No, sir. I'm not familiar with the YouTuber known as that. I know the living Lord of creation.
Ah. Well, I think
You see,
I think that you and I need to
What's he
talk a little
like?
bit after this stream is over, so I can get you into a conversation with Jill. I
okay.
think that'll go
I'm
over
happy.
pretty well.
Sure, I'm happy to debate anybody, anytime, anywhere. Just be aware, I win all of them. I win every debate, sir, because I have the truth. The truth is Jesus. And I don't really care about winning the debate. That's not the point for me. The point for me is to preach the gospel, to teach you and everybody else that's listening about the good news of the gospel of Messiah.
Fair enough.
How do you
I
how do you
respect
feel
that.
it went with T-Jump, Mr. Batman?
I thought he was a joke. I mean, he wouldn't answer the
Mhm.
questions, but at least Aaron Ra tried to stand up and make stuff up as he went along.
I
The
have
T
to
Jump
agree
guy
with
said,
Mr.
"Not talking to
Batman
you."
when it comes to
I
T-Jump, and I said that
I
before the fact, and there's a video of me saying it before the fact.
Oh yeah,
T-Jump is a
I've
fucking
got to
joke.
I have
he's
to
a
agree with
joke.
both of them. Sorry, I mean,
That's
absolutely right,
okay.
Mr. Batman.
No, that's okay. Now, again, with T Jump, he just did not want to. As soon as you would ask a irrelevant, he'd ask something else. At least Mr. Ra tried to make stuff up as he went along. What my favorite part was, I said, okay, um, which evolved first? Was it the heart that pumps the blood? Was it the blood that takes the oxygen in and the carbon dioxide out? Or was it the veins that allows that process to take place? Which one of those evolved first, and how do you know? And then he said, well, strangely enough, the heartbeat evolved first. I'm like, what? How do you get an electronic
Yeah.
signal without all the necessary physical parts there for the signal? And then he said, well, conscious, and I don't know how we even got to this point, but it's in the, and I thought, what are you talking about? He says, well, consciousness has always existed. Because I said, oh, you want to talk about consciousness? I would love to talk about consciousness. Where does consciousness come from? And he says, consciousness has always existed. I said, well, you know what?
Yeah.
You're no longer an atheist. You're now a theist. You just don't know the name of your God. And he got kind of upset.
I've heard
So,
that.
SD, remind me not to fuck with this man.
Imagine
I've
being
heard,
upset on the internet. I mean, that never happens.
Yeah. How many times have we heard Aaron Ra get called a theist by certain people? It's hilarious. Yeah,
Aaron
he's
Ra
not bright.
sucks. I posted the debate, which I was supposed to send to Mr. Batman, and I completely forgot about it. So my apologies for that. But I will send it to you if you still want to read it. You said you
Sure,
have
please do.
an audio program that you can, because it's written. You said you have an audio program that you can like plug that into, and it will read it to you. So I'll still do that.
Yes.
But we were talking about it. I think it was yesterday. I posted the thread, and Baron ran away, basically, because he couldn't handle my objection, and I'm not a theist, so...
Yeah, that's his modus operandi. When he can't lie, he will run away. That's pretty much the way Darth Dawkins handles it too.
I was just about to ask you how you felt about Darth Dawkins. God, wow.
Darth Dawkins is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He is a Christian wannabe. He does not really know the Messiah, and as such, he cannot help you. He can actually do some very interesting mental gymnastics using logic that does have to come from the eternal, universal, and unchanging creator. And he knows that, but he does not know the creator from which these laws of logic come from. Me, on the other hand, I do. And again, God tells us what our purpose is in life. The full duty of man is to love God and keep his commandments. Do you know that Mr. Dawkins refuses to debate me because he knows I will dissect him? See, when he comes into a debate room with me, he just entered my operating room. I'm the surgeon, and I'm going to dissect him.
Damn it, SD, you need to unban Porco and Hack On so they can talk to Mr. Batman. That would go over like a fart in church, man. I'm telling you. But it would be
to be fair,
great.
Like, to be fair to Mr. Batman, I don't think I'd want to waste his time with this because those two people are jokes. But I agree with what Mr. Batman's saying.
It'd be great to sell content.
Yeah, it would, but I mean, it's kind of weird. But on the topic of Darth Dawkins, I will agree with Mr. Batman that Darth Dawkins won't debate you. I'm not entirely clear on why that is. I think it's probably just because you two clash. But
yes, it's the reason why we clash, though.
Can I give the agnostic answer of why he won't debate you?
You can say whatever you want.
Because he's a pussy.
Well, I'm not going to go there because I'm trying to be more of a kind-hearted old man that actually preaches the good news of the Messiah without being derogatory to people who don't know what they're talking about, like Mr. Dawkins. But I will tell you this. You being an agnostic, let me ask you a question, sir. What is the cause and effect relationship between you being an agnostic? What causes you to be an agnostic?
Many people have asked me this, and I don't want to get into it too personal, but there's just been a lot of things in my life that have kind of contributed to me walking away from religion itself and, becoming who I am today.
Great, sir. I walked away from religion too. The religion I walked away from was atheism because a religion is bondage. I don't have a religion at all. I have truth. Would you like to know the truth?
I mean, you can tell me your truth, much as other people have told me theirs. I won't.
There's no
stop
such
you.
thing. There's no such thing. That's called subjective truth. There's only objective truth statements when you're talking about law. Oh, let me go ahead before I digress. Did I mention I'm a science teacher, sir? You see, I love science and I love philosophy. And in philosophy, there's not your truth, my truth, their truth. There's only things that are true and things that are false. This is called a dichotomy.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You're kind of punching over my belt right now. I'm not the smartest tool in the tool shed.
Oh, don't worry, sir. Did I mention I teach elementary school children, and I can teach you?
You have to remember he is ginger.
That's all right.
I don't want to.
Did I mention?
As much as I would love to learn, Batman, I don't want you to waste your time because I'm extremely high right now. So.
Oh. Sir, what's your reason behind staying high?
Right now I just got my medical license for my PTSD, so I smoke to help with that.
Okay. How did you get PTSD, if you don't mind my asking? Don't share if you don't want to, sir. I'm not trying to pressure you. I'm just really interested in knowing more about you.
I'd rather not go into that.
I understand
particular
completely,
part,
sir.
but I can say some
That's
stuff has happened to me.
okay. I understand that completely, sir. You know, some stuff has happened to me too. My mom was a chronic alcoholic. My dad was a workaholic. I had to raise my brothers and sisters because my dad was always gone and my mom was always drunk. When it came down to the point where my dad was, and again, I'm 60, so there was no rehab centers back then. If you were drunk all the time, you went to the insane asylum. And so my dad had drawn up permanent commitment papers for my mom. So when I was 15 years old, I packed up all my siblings and jumped into the station wagon and poured my drunk mom into the passenger side. And I drove to Eastern Kentucky. Had never been there, driven there before. I'd been there a number of times, never paid attention. And then I got disowned by my family for doing so. So again, I know what happens when things happen in your life. This is pretty much what has made me why I am today, because this is why I am a very black and white person. I don't like liars. All of my family, from the moment I was born, has been professional liars. And the statement is either true or it's false. That's called the law of the excluded middle.
Your last name wouldn't happen to be Phipps, would it? That sounds like a lot like my biological family.
No, sir. My last name is Barber. My name is Jim Barber. And if you'd like to know all about me, including my name, phone number, GPS location, and physical address, you can visit my website at mrbatman.com. And if you're ever in my
Can I
area,
also,
just let me know. I'll buy you a cup of coffee.
can I also have your social security number? I'm just kidding. That was a joke. I'm sorry.
Certainly, sir.
That was a bad joke. Oh, dude, you don't have to call me sir. I'm only 22. It makes me feel weird.
Well,
You
I'm
can call me
also from
Quentin.
Eastern Kentucky, and I teach elementary school children. So I even call them sir and ma'am, because if I'm expecting them to call me Mr. Batman, or their teachers Miss Lewis or Miss Hodson or Mrs. Hodson, again, they should expect the same respect in return. It doesn't matter how old they are. So I call them, sometimes if they're very little, I'll call them little miss or a little sir. But most of the time I'll call them sir or ma'am, because you know what? It lets them know that I respect them as a human being.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm really weird about it. I like if you can call me anything, to be honest, like you can call me Quentin for all I care. It's still gonna show me respect as much as sir would be.
Okay. Well, that's fine by me. As long as you just realize that for me, it is force of habit. I've been doing it
Oh
for
no,
years.
trust me, I get it.
Okay.
I do it too. It's a forced habit for me, but
I understand.
trust me,
I understand.
I get it. I
Okay.
was born in Oklahoma, so if I didn't call my parents sir or miss, then I got the crap slapped out of me. So I get it.
Oklahoma? You was born in Oklahoma? The only thing born in Oklahoma
Unfortunately,
is steers and queers. Which one are you, sir?
I don't see no horns on you.
You saw that movie too.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, my wife was on the phone and just yelled at me. Oops.
SD man, I gotta come in here more. I swear to God, dude. There's a lot of interesting people. But nah, like so I don't know if I should introduce you to Jill now, because I kind of respect you too much to do that.
Well, how much do you care about this Jill person? Because I care about everybody enough to let them know that I don't want them to go to hell. I want
Oh
what
no,
God wants.
he's a self-proclaimed Christian expert, so you know.
Oh, great. I would love to dissect that worldview.
And to answer your question about how much I care about this person, it'd be like asking if the Nazis cared about the Jews, because I care
Ah,
very little about this man. He's
gotcha.
very
Gotcha.
disrespectful.
Mm. Then maybe you need to introduce me to this person so I can teach them some respect. You see, I am Mr. Batman. I'm a proclaimer of the gospel of the kingdom of Messiah and a destroyer of false worldviews. And you know what? His might be next.
I feel like I just released Liam Neeson of Christianity onto somebody.
I do my best.
Okay, so there's a question in the general chat, It's one of the mods here, Calvin and Hobbes, also known as Artemis. He's asking if someone can please ask Vegan Weeb, who's just joined the VC, her opinion on the vegan activist situation, because he would be curious to hear about it. Vegan Weeb, are you able to be on the mic right now?
Sure. Hi. Sorry.
Hey, no, you're good.
Um,
So,
uh,
what's your view? You go ahead.
okay, so I don't really know much about the situation. I just know she was hit by a pig truck. Or like, sorry. um, uh, yeah, I just that didn't sit right with me. I didn't,
So
yeah.
it was a pig truck?
Yeah, so they were sending these pigs to the slaughterhouse, and this lady apparently was giving like the pigs water and protesting outside the truck, and the guy who was driving the truck hit her with the truck.
She was
Well,
in
that's
front
even
of the
worse
truck.
because now she was killed by animals that are unclean. We're not supposed to eat pigs.
Sorry,
I think that would be a take that wasn't expected. Um, I
yeah.
think not that it's a problem or whatever, but I think the question was more general than that. But you know, Batman, and you can talk about it if you want.
Vegan Weeb, is there a bird in your background?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure I'm not going insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my
You
position
are
on
going
animals
insane.
is that there are clean animals and that there are unclean animals. There are certain animals that God designated as food for us, and others that he said are an abomination to us that we should not eat. And so that's why I do what I do.
Why
I,
would
I
pigs?
I just couldn't give up pork, man. It just tastes too good.
Yeah, I got to admit, sir, I've only been a Torah observant Christian for a couple years. And every time I see a damn Hardee's commercial, it makes my mouth water. I got to tell you, I remember, baby. I used to be the king of barbecue, man. Man, I could have my whole block coming over to my house if I'm smoking some ribs. I mean, I loved it. But unfortunately, God's word says no. And I love God more than I love pork chops. Yep, I am.
All right, it's for sure. I'm gonna have to like the next time Jesus is Lord, he goes live. I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna have to add you as a friend on here.
Please do, sir.
There you go, little ad. But so I forgot my question. Shit. Um,
That's called short-term memory loss. That's one of the side effects of marijuana.
See, I
I
oh,
thought
told
the
you
you
were going
all
to
question.
say it
about
was
that.
one of the side effects of atheism for a second, but you didn't do that.
So did I.
I'm disappointed.
Actually, sir, the side effect of atheism is being a fool. For the Bible says the one who says in his heart there is no God is a fool.
No, that's better. That's more like you.
That's exactly why I'm agnostic, because I don't claim that there is or isn't a God.
Oh, okay. Well, how did you get here?
How did I get in Slaughterhouse? Or how did I
No,
get
sir.
in the
How did
world?
you get here in the world? Would you agree, sir, that you were contingent upon your parents?
He came out his mother's pussy.
I'm pretty sure I was hatched from an egg.
Mm.
Oh my
Either
God.
case, whether it was vaginal or egg, you would actually have a contingency that you would have to come from parents. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Some people
great.
might not agree with that because I'm a ginger, but you know.
It's all good. As a matter of fact, I apologize if I slow down a little bit because I'm trying to multitask here. But again,
Nah, man,
the
you're good.
contingency, the contingency issue is what I'm talking about. See, this contingency issue is that we are all contingent upon something. Something caused us to be, and that's not going to work. So I know that all life cannot become the first life cannot come from life. So the first cause of life must be living. But the life that we have here is finite. It had a beginning and will have an end. So the cause of this life that's temporal must be infinite. So an infinite living God must be the cause of the temporal life that we see on this planet. Just one argument. Hang on just a second. I need to say something to my wife, and I'm on push to talk.
Another reason why I don't have debates with Christians, because I just no that sounded bad. I'm sorry. I don't debate religious topics. I'm more of the I want to cause chaos type of person. SD
Yeah.
knows that better than anyone.
No, I'm agnostic myself, so I don't I don't know. I don't kind of like associate myself with religion.
My religion is not having a religion.
What about the religion of veganism?
Um,
I'm joking, by the way. You don't know me very well, but I'm joking.
I know.
See, vegan. We gotta learn one thing. SD is an asshole, but he's a lovable asshole.
Noted.
Oh, thanks.
Hey man, I'm still gonna
cute too.
I'm still gonna pay you that 1,000 quid to suck penis.
Sure, send it over.
The real question is, how many assholes does SD have?
3.
According to the internet, quite a few.
Well, he's gonna have 4 when I visit him.
As long as you have 14 holes, then there isn't a problem.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, where did Sid go?
I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of leave in and out of servers, and so I'm because of a lot more shy on servers like these, because I have like my own server. So.
Okay.
Well, you don't ever
which
have
server's
to be
that?
shy in this server.
Not a debate server, so you wouldn't be interested.
Well, maybe.
What kind of server is it?
You don't have to say, but I was just curious.
It's more of like an anime streaming server.
Okay, in that case, I'm definitely not interested, but other people might be.
Shoot me a link. I'll check it out.
You can post it if you want.
I don't know.
She needs to bash you for liking anime.
Well, I mean, clearly I like anime because, you know,
Anime is
but
a sin.
Yeah, that is true.
you know what? SD? Show a sucking dick, but you do it for 1,000 quid.
What? Say that again.
I said, so a sucking dick, but you said you do it for 1,000 quid.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely. Why not?
You didn't forget that conversation, did you?
No, I remember the conversation.
That was one of the first conversations I ever had in this chat.
That and farting in the pussy. I'm right, though, aren't I?
Have we ever discussed, gentlemen, what the definition of a pervert is?
I don't think we've had any sort of in-depth discussion about it. Would you like to discuss it?
Certainly. Again, a pervert is any person who takes any system whatsoever and utilizes that system in a way it was never designed to be used, which destroys or deforms the function of the system. That's kind of important.
Okay, I understand the definition. That's also used in law. So, yeah, sure, that's a fine definition.
Mr. Batman, I love the fact that you came back after SD said farting in the pussy. That was great timing.
Thank you.
Sorry about the clanking, everyone. I'm currently trying to fix a nightstick, so...
No, you're okay. There's not too much noise. But, yeah, I mean, Mr. Batman's definition of pervert is fine. It obviously has different definitions than that. There's nothing wrong with that one.
Actually, the one I used is what the scientific definition is of pervert, because with this being said, you have to understand that a pervert could be a pedophile as well as a homosexual.
I think I would agree with the first. I don't think I would agree with the second.
Well, sir, I know you don't think. That's why I'm here to help you think.
Okay, help me think, Mr. Batman.
Absolutely, sir. Be happy to. Again, when we're talking
Well,
about a perversion, what system is the pervert or the pedophile? What are they perverting? They're perverting the sexual reproductive system. If you, an adult, have sex with a child, then that will never produce offspring. This is
Mhm.
why that is a perversion. It actually destroys the functionality of the sexual reproductive system. So, this is also true of a
I,
homosexual.
I,
Homosexuals
I have a
pervert
question.
the sexual reproductive system, which also is a perversion of nature and nature's God.
Sure, I'll accept all of that, but I have a question.
Sure, I have an answer.
Okay, good. I will await your answer after I ask the question. What about
Okay,
elderly couples who get married? They can't reproduce.
sure.
So is that a
What about them?
perversion?
Actually, absolutely not, sir. Because I didn't say that the sexual reproductive system that was its only purpose. I said that's its ultimate purpose. Sex has pleasure associated with it. I hope you realize that.
I definitely do. Yes, granted.
Excellent, excellent. So, since we understand that to be true, then that sexual pleasure is designed to actually perform a function. Did you know that it domesticates the man? It's not print. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Did it what?
It domesticates the man, and it also gives the woman security to know that her husband will not leave and go rape and pillage in the next village, and her and herself and her children will be taken care of. It's a very important aspect.
How does it get? Well, I don't think you used the word guarantee, but you implied guarantee. So how does it guarantee?
I'm sorry, sir. It doesn't guarantee. But as a matter of fact, if you want to know how something works, you go to the designer. Now, since we know that the sexual reproductive system was designed and it has a purpose, and that purpose ultimately is the next generation
How are you defining purpose there?
wait, Esty, can I ask him a quick
purpose.
question?
Would you agree that
You,
when
you
a man
can,
and a
but
woman
just
come
wait a
together,
minute. Sorry, go
when
ahead,
you
Mr. Batman.
thank you, when you see, let me resave this, save as. When you see the sexual reproductive system, would you agree that it does have a purpose, an ultimate purpose of producing offspring?
Is ultimate primary?
Yes, sir. It's the primary
That
purpose.
then no, definitely not, and that's obviously false.
Okay, what would be the primary purpose of the sexual reproductive system? Since
Excretion.
reproduction happens to be in its name.
Well, you're just defining it that way. It's the organs, right? So in the male case, it's going to be the penis and the testicles. In the female case, it's a word which is prohibited. No, I'm joking. It's not prohibited, but it's the vagina, right? Their primary purpose is not reproduction, under the way you
I'm sorry,
just
sir.
defined it.
When we're talking about definitions, what is the primary purpose of the sexual reproductive system?
What are you defining as system?
It actually performs a function. It actually does something, and the system itself does something, and it has multiple parts. Would you agree, sir, that we have something called a respiratory system and a circulatory system and a nervous system, and these things have multiple parts?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Great. Excellent. So, since these systems, oh yeah, it did work. Since these systems actually have multiple parts, they're irreducibly complex. Who is the designer behind these systems?
Well,
I'm
hang
not
on.
good at multitasking and talking
That's
at
a
the same time.
bunch of questions. Which one do you want
Oh
me
yeah,
to
I have a
answer?
whole bunch of them. Oh, just pick one, sir.
Your
Really?
first one was, do I agree that, well, you stuffed something in there that doesn't belong in there, which is that they're designed. And yeah, I
Really,
know
sir?
I know you're familiar with this argument, which is why there's no point in doing it with me. But you can talk to somebody else if you want to, because we don't start from the same place, and you and I usually have respectful conversations. But
Sure.
I'm not willing to
Okay.
start there. So
Okay. Well, how about this, sir? In order to have the sexual reproductive system and what we're talking about, would you agree that your body it works based on chemical reactions and chemical compounds?
that's at least part of it. So I think that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, in order for you to have chemical reactions and chemical compounds, you have to have laws of chemistry. This is called the uniformity of nature. And these laws of chemistry must not change over time. So, where do these laws of chemistry come from and why don't they change over time?
No idea. Why don't you tell us?
Oh, I'd be happy to, sir. They come from a loving, living, logical lawgiver God. That's easy.
I thought they might.
Hang on just a second. I need to say something to my wife again.
Take your time.
All right, before when he comes back, I do actually have a question for him because
Doesn't
Yeah,
it
yeah,
come
you can go
from?
ahead. I don't want to.
Doesn't it come from reality, just nature?
Well, I mean, go ahead and discuss with Mr. Batman. I don't want to do it because it'll just end up with me shouting, and I don't want to do that. So
There's no need. Welcome.
welcome to hell, population you.
like it's a lot of fun to have Mr. Batman in the chat, but I try to keep it respectful with him these days, but I'm not going to restrict other people to doing that. So you can just ask him whatever you want.
Sure.
He starts somewhere that I'm
I'll
not
keep it
willing to
respectful.
start. So
I consider myself to be a calm person. I usually am. So
okay,
Do
when
you
he comes
consider
back,
yourself to be a sexy person?
yeah, I'll just be me, I guess.
Yeah, you be that sexy little boy, you dirty boy. You.
Holy fuck. Yo, you gotta calm those tits, man.
oh, just so that you're aware, like I said that I wasn't going to say this every time new people joined, and I haven't said it for probably an hour or something, but this is being recorded and it's streaming live on YouTube. So just so that you're aware.
Oh.
That's all.
By the way, SD, you need to send me your channel link so that way I can subscribe again. Because when I deleted my
Hello.
YouTube, it deleted everything.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
You unsubbed from me, you piece of shit.
No, I didn't unsub. When I deleted my YouTube channel, it deleted everything.
Alright, I know, I'm joking. I'll send it to you.
What's up, Crayon Eater, you sexy bitch?
You know how it is, just eating crayons.
Oh,
Like I
yeah,
always do.
that's always fun.
Have you tried?
Oh, yeah, dude, my favorite color is the purple ones. They taste
Lovely.
great.
I suggest you try mixing them together, like rainbows. Just bite on 3 of them at
The
once.
brown ones kind of taste like shit, though.
Honestly, it's like with Haribo. Like I hate the green ones, I hate the white ones. I'll go for like more lurid and vivid colors. I don't know.
Are we still talking about crayons or race here?
You know, both, I guess.
Sorry to anybody that's watching this that has never had the unfortunate pleasure of talking to me. I'm an
Don't-
asshole, and
You're such a humble
know.
man. Most humble. It's an exquisite pleasure chatting with you, Ginger Jesus.
oh, I appreciate that. You make me blush with your compliments.
Oh, stop. You make me blush with your blushiness. This is gonna
I
be
think we
so.
need to get a room.
This is
Okay,
getting so cringe,
I'm gonna make a room for you two.
No, no! Help! I'm not sure if I'm ready for that.
I don't think I'm ready either. Let me go get some lube.
No.
What a bunch
God
of
have
gays.
mercy. It's time to stop.
I can
praying.
almost guarantee this stream is gonna get taken down, but whatever.
Good thing Mr. Batman is here because he can still repent.
Ah, you know, Mr. Batman.
Spoke ahead of him.
Good thing there's a Christian in the server, because then we can all repent.
Or perish.
There's actually 2 Christians in the chat.
Who's the
And,
second one?
Patty.
God bless you. Like, literally.
Oh, thank you. God bless you too.
By the way,
I already feel it.
to anyone that has the Christian faith, if my name offends you, I apologize, but I won't be
Let
changing
me
it.
see.
Don't apologize, man. This isn't
There's
a
no
fucking
need.
cuddle house.
Hush, SD. He's trying to be nice, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the nice.
I don't want him to be nice because normally he's like really, really shouty, and I prefer that version.
Mm.
Well, you see, SD, what happened is I found my true calling.
You had a revelation, right?
I did have a revelation.
Fuck you. I need a revelation.
Yeah, for 1,000 quid.
Damn right. Send it over.
Shit, I'll bring it. I'll bring it to you in person, motherfucker.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I got plans to come to the UK soon. I just gotta get the money for it.
Why? Why
Oh my
would you want to come
God!
to
Get
this
a room, you
shithole?
two.
Patty.
Get a room.
It's better than a
Get
country
a
being run by
room.
a
Patty, you're
Cheeto.
being perverted.
Hey, there's nothing sexual about another man sucking a man's dick for 1,000 quid.
Nothing at all. Damn right. See, Ginger knows.
Oh,
what
really? Did
he
we
knows
not
what it's
go
at.
over the definition of pervert earlier,
Ah,
gentlemen?
Mr. Batman, welcome back. Right. Sorry, we
So,
were
Mr.
just filling
Batman, can I ask you a
space.
question?
I don't know if you can or not, sir. If you're asking permission, that would be may I.
Well, okay. So, all joking aside about SD sucking my penis, I'm asexual, which I don't know if you would know what that is, but if you don't, I can give you the rough translation.
Let's see here. I'm familiar with animals that reproduce by asexual reproduction, sir. Is that what you're talking about?
It means he doesn't have
No.
sexual desires.
Yes.
Didn't seem
I
like it a
don't.
second ago.
Mental illness.
Right. All joking
You know-
aside, though, I don't actively have the wanting or the desire to have sex with anyone.
Okay.
So in that, in your
Sorry about
definition
your
of
luck.
perversion, is that a perversion?
Yes, sir, it is.
Can you
Because
explain why, please?
you were designed by your creator to be male and to connect with a female and to be fruitful and multiply. This is a commandment in the Torah.
Well, what about those that were born with both sets of body parts?
There's no such thing, sir. That's called a birth defect. You either have predominantly male or female. If you can't do a visual inspection and figure out which one you are, we can do lots of medical tests and figure that out for you.
I'm good. I have a penis, but I just choose not to use it because I don't want.
Great, sir. Don't put it in a tree or another person that's of the same sex, and definitely don't put it in your poodle either, sir.
In my ew.
I would suggest definitely not putting it in a tree because things could happen to that tree.
I think you should use
Are
a
you
bigger
speaking
dog.
from experience,
unless-
Mr. SD?
unless it's
Just
very
well,
small.
maybe I am, but either way, I think Crayon had a what is it? Crayon Eater 27.
Crayon ear.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think he had a question for you. He's waiting for you to come back. Are you okay to take that question, Mr.
It
Batman?
wasn't necessarily a question, it was just my
Sure.
answer for his question, which
Okay.
he was asking where it came from. What was it? Well, I don't necessarily remember what he was asking. Do you guys remember what he asked? Do you remember your question, Mr. Batman? Before
Nope.
you left?
I have short-term memory loss, sir. I'm old.
Ah, reasonable.
Well, we were talking about like the function of sexual reproductive organs and things like that. Does that help?
Yeah, I think he was just saying that who designed it and where does it come from? And I was just
No,
saying,
Oh yeah,
now
I
you
think
are.
that was it.
I asked who designed the sexual reproductive system because we know that any system like this has a designer because it's designed with a purpose. And the sexual reproductive system is called a self replicating system. Wow.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me. I got a call.
Busy man.
Wait, so I'm not allowed to fuck a tree?
Just use protection.
Well, I better go apologize to that oak that's in my front yard.
That's fine. I mean, was there consent?
Wait, are we allowed to at least fuck bushes?
Like, how old is the bush?
Um, I'm not sure to be honest. I just know it's got a lot of thorns.
Hmm.
Doesn't make you thorny, baby.
So is it a problem if it's an underage bush?
Yes, definitely.
What
And
is
again,
the legal age of consent for a bush?
it's a valid question. I'll have to think about it.
Oh, so there isn't a legal one. Can't imagine why they don't have laws for that.
Hmm. If there's one thing that I'm sure about, it's a perversion, isn't it?
No.
It's not.
You're not human if you don't have sex with thorn bushes.
You're not human if you don't fuck mud.
That
Right.
too.
What about the oak trees?
But
Oh,
the mud has to be like how it is in summer and there's not much grass on that bit of land, you know, when the ground all gets cracked and shit. Dry. You gotta fuck that sort of mud.
Hmm.
We're still streaming, aren't we?
We are,
Yes,
yeah.
we
I mean,
are.
I'll stop it soon. I'll let you know when I've stopped it, and I won't record after that. But it's just
Brilliant.
while Mr. Batman's in here, we just as well.
We're still
Yeah.
streaming,
So-
aren't we?
have you guys ever put butter on a Pop Tart?
No, but I've put butter on my dick.
No, but it's so friggin' good. Have you ever put butter
I'm
on a
proud.
Pop-Tart? Was that what you were thinking of?
I'm
I don't even
proud
know
of
what a
you.
Pop-Tart is.
You're the only one that got that. I'm proud of you.
Yes. Yes. Awesome.
I'm
Oh,
not proud of her.
I've never tried a Pop-Tart before.
Also, you're all quite safe anyway because I won't be able to publish this because there's an error at the start of it, so I'll have to edit that out, and it's probably something I'm never going to get around to doing, so this will probably never be published, so you're all fine.
Oh no, it's a shame. I wanted to be famous.
Oh man, they're not
You
gonna hear our
won't,
conversation
you
about
won't be
fucking
famous.
underage bushes.
No, you will probably, maybe, but I'll have to get somebody else to edit it for me because I suck at video editing. So
You guys want to see my stick?
yeah, man, show it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me take a picture.
Post it in the VC text, unless it's actually. I don't think it's going to be that, but if it's something that shouldn't be on the live stream, then post it in NSFW.
Feeling. There you go.
Your stick is now showing on the live stream. Well done.
You guys like my big black stick?
Mother of God, have mercy.
Oh yeah, look at them feet though. You know, everybody get a good look.
Attaboy.
So, yeah, I'm fucking high.
You're always high, dude.
Jesus is just high. That's just how it is.
Yeah, Ginger Jesus stays high. So,
Dude, you have like
just to let
hairy
anybody
legs.
know that that is interested, The first few chapters of the Ginger Jesus Bible will be published very soon.
Why are your legs so hairy?
Because I don't shave my legs.
Travesty.
Also, those aren't hairy. You should really see mine.
Okay,
Oh
take a
yeah,
picture
show
of
us
your
your
legs.
You
legs.
cannot
Post
even
it.
see my
Yeah,
leg.
so now you have to do it. Now you have to do it. Now...
Alright, I'd do that.
Show us a picture of your legs, Daddy.
Alright, feed pictures
Why
now.
you say it that way? What the fuck?
Well, I don't know, just tempts me all the more.
Show us some feet too.
Oh, I've already posted my feet. Not
Wait,
today.
I
I feel
haven't
like
seen
there's
them.
gonna be a lot of freaks jacking off to peak pics.
Did you just call me a freak?
I did
No.
call you a freak because it's perverted. You know that the only thing allowed to that you're allowed to jack off to is bush. That's it. You're only allowed to jack off to underage bush.
Wait, don't don't say that.
And by bushes, I
just,
mean foliage.
we
I'm
just kicked somebody
definitely
out.
getting banned from YouTube.
Right. We just kicked somebody out like a couple of days ago for saying stuff about underage people. So be careful.
No,
We're
not
talking about
underage
bushes.
people. Yeah, bushes.
Oh, bush. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
shrubs.
I guess.
You know, stop being
Oh,
perverted,
shrubs.
Patty.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
not.
I do
not. I do not advocate for
mind.
child porn.
You filthy.
You can't turn this on me. What the fuck?
I can. Why not?
Yeah,
It's
Patty,
fun.
get your mind out of the game.
It's already been done.
Yeah.
You know, I just realized. So Ginger Jesus has a fucking Swiffer in the background.
What
He
is
has
it?
a Swiffer
Ah,
in the background.
very good. Diligent.
Hey, man.
Under normal
I
circumstances, that's called stalking. It's just like analyzing the photo, like got it on Zoom.
Do you see those flip
How
flops?
is that
That
stalking?
must be
How-
a
why
Why do you
size
keep trying to turn
11.
this stuff on me?
Oh, he probably
I
has
am a normal
Patty,
size
look,
11
being.
Patty,
feet.
I'm flattered that you think I'm sexy, but I mean,
I didn't say that. What the?
I heard it.
How is this being turned on me?
Because it's fun.
because Patty,
I'm
what you
the
don't
normal human
understand
being
is
here.
I
You
am the
guys are the
child.
outlier.
See, Patty, what you don't understand is I am the child of the server. I am
That
their
just
offspring.
makes everything worse. So don't say that. It just makes everything worse.
No, I'm 22, but I'm the offspring
I know
of
you
the
are.
slaughterhouse server.
The
What
offspring.
what does that mean to be an offspring of the slaughterhouse?
He was
It
conceived
means
and born
that
here.
All of the crazy
amongst
stuff that
all
we
of
say
the
in here.
chaos,
This is the result.
amongst all of the chaos and carnage came a ginger that will bring the apocalypse.
Yeah. Everything that we say here, this is the result. This is our server child. He's really
Wow.
just a bunch of pixels.
Oh no, I don't want to know what happened in the past.
He is kind of right.
It's kind
You
of like
guys
if you've ever,
Thinking back.
it's kind of like if you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z GT. Whenever they wish the Dragon Balls for stupid shit, bad things happen. So who wants
Carl
to suck
Bot
up my
is
vegan
imparting
toes?
more knowledge. That's disgusting.
All right. Well,
I still haven't gotten to hit anybody with this thing yet.
just hit
Why would you
yourself.
want to?
Well, if somebody comes at me, I'm gonna bash their fucking face.
See, what's
I also
happened
gotta-
there is somebody's used the echo command, but I can't bring that up on the screen because it would show the mod channel, so I can't do that right now. But I know that's what's happened. It was you, wasn't it?
It was. I'm sorry.
I think.
Speaking of mods,
It wasn't me.
SD, how come I'm not a mod? Turd.
What do you mean? How come you're not a mod, dude? You just appear out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. That's the benefit of me being a mod. They cause anarchy and chaos.
No, that's not what. That's not what the mods are for in this server. Like, what the fuck? You can't turn up every 6 months and like say crazy shit and go, "Oh, let me be a mod." Like, what the fuck? If you were around regularly, I might let you, but
I know. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
I know, I understand. Can I be a mod? Um,
But don't act like you didn't get enjoyment of my big black stick, though.
Whoever posted that in the general chat, which is showing on the screen right now, I can find you in the mod channel, and I know exactly who it was already because I can access it on my phone. And you are being a dirty girl. So we're waiting for Mr. Batman to come back, and when he comes back, after there's been a few more questions, whilst he has time, I'll stop the stream, and then everybody can just do whatever the fuck they want.
Technically, technically we've been
Well, yeah, you already are,
doing the.
but you know, I don't like to moderate stuff too much. Like, I don't mind like verbally moderating stuff, but I don't like to kick and ban people and stuff like that. It's not my thing, but we'll see what happens. Mr. Batman, you're still in the call. Are you? I assume you can hear us, but how long until you come back? If you can't speak, you can type. I guess neither of those is possible right now. Twisted, are you still? Well, I mean, I know you're still here, but can you hear?
Twisted is busy making a peanut butter jelly. That's what I'm betting is going on.
Could be, could be.
Now I want a peanut butter jelly.
Well, how much would you pay? What would you sacrifice? What would you give up?
I wouldn't sacrifice anything, but if you want to make me a peanut butter jelly
What do you mean you
sandwich,
wouldn't
I would greatly.
sacrifice it? That's not fair.
Why do I have to sacrifice anything for a peanut butter jelly sandwich?
Of course you do. It's trade for trade.
No.
It's the barter
How about a
system.
trade? I just want a peanut butter jelly. There's nothing valuable about that.
There is.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of man don't think about having sex.
Oh my God, that interview. You know, and I can't wait for Jim to put up more of those interrogations, but that was hilarious. And my
I
mom and I
know.
watched it together.
That's why I sent it to
And
you.
I know, she busted out laughing. The guy was like, the guy said, "Oh, Ginger left." He said, "Do you ever think about sex?" Yeah, he said, "Do you ever think about sex with women?" And he was like, "No." And he's like, "You liar!" He said, "Liar."
Yeah, I know. Like, it's
Of
the most
lies.
ridiculous fucking answer to any question that could ever be asked, right?
Well, did you watch the when they did the time lapse of the guy just sitting in his chair?
Yeah.
Like that was the creepiest part. Like it, hands down, the creepiest part is the fact that the dude did not move barely 2 inches. You know.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I wonder why he
JCS
did
is
that.
probably my favorite YouTube channel.
Same.
It's just brilliant.
Yeah, same. And I really wonder why, if they ever did break down the psychology of why he decided that he was going to act that way, because that was just weird.
Well, they showed a picture of him at the end when he's obviously been in prison for quite a while already because his hair is substantially longer and he looks different. So I'm
Yeah,
guessing
looks
that
skinnier.
that was a couple of years after, probably. So
Right, right. And he was smiling, wasn't he smiling in that picture?
I don't remember if he was
I
smiling or
remember.
not, but yeah, it stuck in my head. I mean, Yeah, you're right. The question is, was it an act, or was it some sort of like mental
Yeah,
breakdown, or was it something else? I mean, I don't really know what it is, but there might be one. I don't
yeah,
know.
that's what I want to know. I want to know if they ever did break down, if it was an act or like you said, because that was just crazy. And you know what's like really sad about it is that that girl, the day before she was killed, she planned to move out, and that was probably like the
Yeah.
saddest part of it.
When
Kind
I
of
when
scared
I was
me.
watching the video when the interview first started, I thought, yeah, he's just acting right now because he's going, no,
Mhm.
yes, no, yes, like really calm and calculated. And I thought this has got to be bullshit, but I'm not so sure because I always watch these things a couple of times,
Yeah.
and I just don't know. I mean, maybe he had some sort of fucking psychotic breakdown or whatever the term would be, but either
I
way,
don't know.
he needs to be kept away from the general population.
Pretty much, right? And I don't know because like there's been multiple times that like for example, Jodi Arias, um who else? There were a couple different examples of regression. Jodi Arias was one of them. Doing because she killed, I don't know if you remember her, but she killed her boyfriend. And and she did some things like singing nursery rhymes and doing handstands in the interrogation room when the police officer